A pleasant day, grade 5 students. Welcome to our computer class at New Vision International School. Our today's lesson is under Chapter 6, Coding. It is entitled Reproduce a Sound. The objectives of our today's lesson are the following. Number 1, importing a sound. And number 2, programming a sound. Before we start our today's lesson, you should prepare the following materials. Your book on computer on page 80, a pen, and the Scratch program. To start with, we will have a recap on how to change the sprite and the stage in the Scratch program. And now I'm gonna show you how to choose a new sprite in the Scratch program. You have two choices in choosing a new sprite. It's either you're going to draw or you're going to choose from the library. If you would like to draw or paint your own sprite, just click this icon. And as you can see, you can draw or paint your own sprite. If you would like to choose from the library, just click this icon and you will see the different categories, themes, and types of sprite. So for the category, we have animals, fantasy, letters, people, things, transportation, and for the theme we have castle, city, dance, dress up, flying, holiday, music, space, sports, underwater, and walking. For example, I'm gonna choose dog 2 as my new sprite, then click OK. And you will see that you have the new sprite and the default sprite, which is the cat. So I would like to delete the sprite 1 and sprite 2. So all you have to do is to click on the scissors and click it on the sprite you would like to delete. The same procedure, let's delete sprite number 2. And there you go. This is now the new sprite that we have chosen. At this moment, I'm gonna teach you how to change the background in the Scratch program. So we have different choices in order to change the background. First, if you would like to draw or paint your own background, you may use this icon. Then click the backdrops. And as you can see, we have different available tools in order to draw or paint your own background. And then you're gonna save it in your desktop or documents. And then you have to upload it using this icon. And there you go. Okay? But if you don't want to draw or paint your own background, you may choose from the library. So from the backdrop library, we have different categories. We have indoors, outdoors, and others. It is also categorized by theme. We have castle, city, flying, holiday, music and dance, nature, space, sports, and underwater. For example, I will choose music and dance. So just click example spotlight stage 2, then click OK. And there you go. We have now the new background for our Scratch program. Click scripts in order to program the sprite of the Scratch program.
Now let me discuss how to reproduce a sound. In line with this, you should follow the following directions. Number 1. From the Sprite library, you're going to import the three sprites. Direction number 2. You should select the top sound, then click on this icon in order to choose from the library sounds. And finally, direction number 3, you're going to build the script for each of the following sprite. Now I'm gonna show you on how to reproduce a sound using the Scratch program. So based on the directions, first we're going to the sprite library in order to import the three sprites. So we will click on this icon and then we will go to animals and we will search for dog 2. Then click OK. Then we will click once again this icon, then search for duck. There you go. Next is we are going to change the stage or the background. So we are going to click this icon in order to choose from the library, and we will click on outdoors. Then we will click on woods and bench. Then click OK. And there you go. This is now the new stage and the three sprites that we need for this program. After that, we're going to build the script for the following sprite. So for the sprite number 1, first we're going to click on control and then rather events, and then when this sprite click, after that click on sound and then drag play sound of the cat. Then for dog, the same procedure, we will click on events and then when this sprite click and click on sound, then drag play sound for the dog. And finally, for the last sprite, which is the duck, the same procedure, we will click on events, then drag when this sprite click and click on sound and drag play sound for the duck. So we are done building the script. So we will try if this is working. So based on the script or the blocks, we're just going to click the sprite. So when you click the sprite, the sound will pop up, and that is how we're going to reproduce a sound using the Scratch program. And for the remark of the day, In order to set the direction of a sprite, you should follow the following steps. Number 1. You should click on the button shown on the right corner. And finally, number 2, you're going to fix the settings as shown also in the right corner. At this moment, it is your turn to practice how to reproduce a sound using Scratch program. Always remember, nobody is perfect, but through practice, we can be better. Good luck, students! Thank you for listening, students. I hope you learned something from this video. Have a nice day